Platform 11 is a 10:58 Southern service to London Victoria.
If you travel by train in the UK, you certainly have bought these types of tickets before. These, as far as I'm aware, I always call these the cardboard tickets. These are quite possibly the most well-known tickets that you can buy at train stations across the UK. But with these types of tickets, the barcode tickets now taking over, there's going to be like a massive change to like the ticketing system. So I thought to myself, why not just try and compare the difference between them? Like, I'm going to share the pros and also I'll explain the cons as well. So let's get into it. Now, I've been using these types of tickets way more times than I can count, and I even got a crap ton of collection of them in my bedroom, if I'm going to be honest with you. But these, the cardboard tickets, are possibly one of the most well-known tickets that you can buy at train stations across the UK. And it will basically show you, this is just like this is the single that I bought, so I can show you like, this is like a one journey, where you're travelling from, where you're travelling to, showing that you're an adult or a child if you're travelling on a child or adult ticket, and show you your rail card as well, and also shows you the date that you are travelling on. I just bought some of the new, this is one of the newer variants that I bought. I just bought the older variants have like a different text to it, and to be fair, I pretty much prefer these ones compared to the older ones, because these ones are like much more visible. If you look at it, it's visible, you can see it properly, and you can just basically just like travel on it like for like a really good price, really. So that's just one of the pros that I just talked about these types of cardboard tickets. The other pro that I have to find about the cardboard ticket is that you can basically try and keep it with you, just like travel like up and down. It basically allows me to just like, if I bought a return ticket, let's say like with these types of tickets, like I could basically just travel unlimited travel like throughout the line, which is absolutely great. Just so I can try and visit some stations along the way. So the pros are, if I'm going to list them like over here, it's easier it's visible to read. You can basically like get them from a really good price, and you can basically, it's very easy to use once you get the hang of it. Simply because you basically use these types of tickets, just put them through the ticketing machine, and you basically just go straight through. Through we go! Which is great, but sometimes these tickets don't work properly, and that's basically one of the cons that I'm going to be discussing later. Yeah, I'm going to be discussing about the nitpicks about these cardboard tickets. 1. These tickets are very notorious for getting swallowed if you buy a single or a return ticket. Every single time they always would like to put through the barriers, I honestly thought that it would just come out, just go through the barriers, and I could just keep them as a little bit of a souvenir. But nope, they decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna like swallow these up. Like, I just don't think that's just unfair, and it especially applies to these free transfer to Heathrow tickets as well. Like, if you buy one of these tickets and make them go through the barriers, it'll just swallow them up instantly, and I just don't even know why they wanted to do that in the first place. Like, can't they just want to keep these tickets, just like you can just use them as a souvenir, or just basically just add them to your collection, until you like basically have all of your tickets full ready. So yeah, I don't even know why they wanted to do that. I just honestly just find them very bizarre if you really think about it. But hey, that's just a ticketing system that works really, because what I always do when I'm trying to like visit stations, I always ask a member of staff if I can keep these tickets, just because I think it'll be much more easier for me to use these tickets instead of me having to just like just go through the barriers and just not use them for the day. Like, if I just like don't keep these tickets, make them go through the ticket barriers and they get swallowed easily, chances are that I could get a penalty fare and I could get into huge trouble because of it. So yeah, I think it's best that you guys keep these tickets at all costs, because I think they could be really useful for when you're trying to visit some stations around the UK, just to make things easier for yourself. And also, another nitpick that I have to say about when buying those cardboard tickets is that if it displays like off-peak, super off-peak, anytime, you name it, it just basically just won't let you go through the barriers. And it's just honestly a pain really, because of the fact that you want to go to a specific destination, and every single time we have to go through a barrier, it does not really work. So that's why I always tend to ask a member of staff to open the barriers for me, even though I have a valid ticket on me, just in case I actually want to go to my specific destination on time. So now that it's all out of the way, we're going to be talking about these, the barcode tickets. So I'm going to be talking to you guys next about these, the barcode tickets, because these tickets have recently been introduced in the late 2020s, and the reason why they've been made is because it basically, like, to quote, to speed up journey times. And in my opinion, I say that these tickets are probably the most difficult tickets to use out of any other train tickets in the UK, because it's very difficult to use, because sure, yes, the pros are you can basically like speed up journey times. Yes, you can just like scan this on like a reader and then you can just go straight through. Or I just feel like that these tickets now, it just doesn't make any sense. Like the newer ticket machines nowadays are like printing off these kind of tickets, and a lot of people have some mixed opinions about this. Some people like them, whilst other people don't like them. And to me personally, I don't like them myself either. It's very complicated to use, and sometimes if it actually works on the ticket barriers, sometimes this part of the ticket bit can get erased if you like basically keep them in like, let's just say, like a wallet for a very long time. Yeah, it's very difficult when you have to use them really, so yeah. I just don't feel like I want to like get these types of train tickets and just like go over like to say, hey, I want to go to like an actual human and just get one of these types of tickets from a ticket office. And that is something that I actually do want to bring up really. And besides, what's the point of me like getting these types of tickets at a ticket office and just like, you know, speaking to an actual human to get these types of tickets? I mean, no, I prefer the cardboard tickets instead because they are pretty easy to use once you get the hang of it. As she's off to Chessington South, I want to answer the final question that I want to answer. So, now, I'm going to be discussing the question. Which one is better? Cardboard tickets or barcode tickets? It basically depends, really. And sometimes, you just have to, like, get them from, like, different... There are two ways that you can get either, like, cardboard tickets or barcode tickets. One way that I know is that I can go over to a ticket machine, just type in the destination I want to go to, use my credit card, and just like basically bought my tickets. That's just basically the Londoner way. Or sometimes some people like basically do it with like by talking to like an actual human, just so that you can get these tickets. It's either like these tickets that they can print off or these, depending on which style they choose. And besides, what's the point of me having to print off these tickets? Just I can go to like speak to a random human and just get a ticket? I mean, no. Let me just use my credit card that is inside this wallet and just like basically just not make eye contact or any communication at all and just basically do things the Londoner way. But sometimes it just doesn't really work. Now look, hear me out. I do not support what I just said there. But when it comes to transport, it's best that we could just use our contactless payments, just basically buy our tickets. Just waiting at like a ticket office for a very long time, just basically just speed up dwell times, and just basically takes a long time to just print off these tickets. And besides, I mean, there's not much that you can really do after you like all these tickets really, so it's best that you could just like get them from a ticket machine rather than just speaking them to an actual human, just like you can get these sorts of tickets. Yeah. That's just basically my own opinion really, so yeah. If you guys have your own opinions about this really, do let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll happy to read all of the opinions in the comment section down below. And also, what's the point of me just like keeping, like, swallowing up these tickets? I could just basically like keep these as a souvenir, just basically just keep them like as a tiny collection. So yeah. So time for me to answer the final question. Which one's better? Barcode tickets or cardboard tickets? Well, the only thing that I can say is that it's completely up to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you when this Trainmaster will turn up on his new adventure. Goodbye.